moving the mat slightly. I'm just going to slightly adjust. How are we all? Right, lovely little flow this morning we have. So, what I want you to do, we're going to start off with just sitting on the bottoms, across the legs. We're going to bring the arms in, we're going to rotate the shoulders, and all I want you to do is just to find yourself in a position that is comfortable. Now, if you're a little bit tight through that lower back, then you can always sit yourself on a block, on a cushion, just to raise the hips up a little bit. Bring your hands up onto your front, inside, inside is absolutely fine. Shoulders. Close the eyes if you can. Just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And again, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Just listen to your breath. Be aware of what's going on around you. There might be noises going on around you. You might see the shadows behind the door behind me. My children having their breakfast. Just take the time to breathe in and breathe out. Now we're going to breathing in for a count of 3. So we're going to breathe in, 2, 3. And then breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Just a couple more. Deep breath in. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3. And again. Just allow whatever needs to be done today, whatever you're doing today. You can leave it at the door. This is just your time, just to have a little bit of time for you. Nothing else matters. You're just going to have a nice. Okay, just flatten the eyes open. Rotate the shoulders. Just get a little bit of movement through the body. Now, extend one arm up, take the other arm down to the side, and then bring that hand just onto that knee, and then the other arm around the back. We're just going to have a little bit of a twist in a seated position. And then breathing it in, bring that arm to the side. That's a little twist. And then breathing in, and then bringing those arms forward. And then when you're ready, take your time. We're going to bring ourselves over onto all fours into a tabletop position. Now, we don't want to have the hands behind the arms because you'll see that positioning just gets a little bit smaller. So just take the hands just in front. Eyes down towards the floor. Okay, so we want to try and get a little bit of movement through that spine. So we're going to lift that head up, and you'll find we're just arching that back a little bit, like a little cow. And then we're going to come into, imagine you're a little black cat, Halloween cat, having a nice stretch. And take it down again. Bringing it up. And lifting it. And taking it down, up. And then from here, we're just going to get a little bit of movement through that spine. Movement through that body. So if you can, make little circles to the side. my knee if it just keeps cracking. Okay, and then just bring the arms up. Now, you can either, we're just going to do a few little mobilization for the wrists. So if you prefer, you can keep the hands where they are, or you can take the hands to, I'll come out the back slightly, and just bring in a little bit of movement. Just give them a little bit. So just come forward and back. Then bring the hands a little bit further forward. So that movement is becoming a little bit bigger. So we're trying to mobilize through the arms, through the shoulders, through the back. And then from here, you'll find we're turning the toes over, so you're going to sit back on your knees. So if you see to the side, we're stretching the fascia underneath the foot. So chest up, tilt that pelvis, shoulders. Now bring in the arms, take one arm underneath. We'll start to do that with your hands, and then you're just going to rotate. Nice. So we're just trying to get a little bit more movement through the wrists. Bring it in. Just give them a little bit of, and then take it down. You're going to take one leg to the back. So those toes are down. You're going to stretch that heel back behind you. Holding it there. Lift up. Opposite arm. And you're going to bring that hand towards that knee. So it's, and extend. 2 more. 2. And 1. And extend. Take it down and bring it in. And the other side. Extend. Push that heel back. So we're just trying to stretch and mobilize through that lower leg. Lift up. Feel your hands. We do so much on our feet. So there's so much effort. So we're just trying to work a little bit more, grounding through those hands. Stabilizing from the ground. 2. 1. Take it down. Now, turn the toes and you're going to stretch back. And then from here, we're going to go into our first downward dog of the day. So you're going to stretch back and you're going to lift. Now, if you find that the hamstrings are a little bit tight, just pad those heels down. The idea isn't all about just trying to get the heels down towards the floor. Holding it there. And then breathing in, step right, and then left foot forward. Now we're going to do Uttanasana, like a nice forward fold. So bring in the arms, tuck the head in. We're going to go into a ragdoll, so take your arms and just, so you're lengthening, that length is coming from that spine, but you're also stretching down the back of the legs. Breathing in. Now, feel as if that you've got your 4 corners of your feet placed nice and securely onto the floor. We're going to roll the body, lifting up from the knees. Lift up from the knees, slightly turn the knees, thighs inwards, coming up, shoulders bringing it forward. So your heart and your sternum, I want you to extend, face forward, holding it here. Bring those arms down. Arms up, sorry. Bring it down. Forward fold, take it down. Take your hands down. We're going to stretch it back into a straight arm plank. We're going to take the knees down. We're going to slowly, elbows to the back, lowering it all the way down. Hover, lowering it down. Rotate, roll. Feel as if you're rolling those shoulders down the back. And lift at the top Eyes down towards your gaze is to the end of your nose, not in front of you. Hands to the outside of the chest, back down onto the floor. Lift up, hips. Extend, holding it here for a few breaths. And then step forward. Bringing it up. And again. Hold. So again, if you want to, take the knees down. You're going to be bringing that body weight forward. Take it down. And now from here, lower yourself down. You can either come up into a little baby cobra, or you can come up into an upward dog, whichever is more suitable for you. Then you're going to lift the bottom, turn the toes to a downward dog. So, just going to start bringing the legs a little bit, so you're going to take, I'm not going too far back, so you can take one leg just up to hip height, flex that foot so we're activating, hold it there. Then lift up a little bit higher. Then you're going to bring that knee into the nose for 3. And up. 2. Up. 1. Up. Breathing it in. Take it back. And the other side. You can extend just to hip height. Hips pointing towards the front. Hands, fingers spaced out. Hands grounded. Knee through to navel. Lengthen. 2. And 1. Breathing in. Hold. Now, you're going to take your right foot forward. Your left foot, take out a little bit wider. Turn the foot to 45 degrees and bring yourself up. Now you might find this was a little bit too much. Bring that back in a little bit. That's absolutely fine. So this is our warrior 1. So you want to make sure both hips, shoulders pointing towards the front. So imagine you have little headlights. Bring those arms up. And then lift up. Taking it down. And then we're going to turn, extend, take that back leg out a little bit into warrior 2. So knee, making sure you can still see that big toe, but it's not dropping in. Bring those shoulders up and rotate. Making sure you're lengthening. Go through both the hands. Tuck the arm behind, turn into reverse warrior. Now breathe in. We're going to bring the arms down, take it down, and stretch back. Now, you can go through a nice little flow on our knees, or you can bring it with the knees off if you want to. You bring the body weight forward. We're going to take it down. You can bring it up into upward dog if you want. Come up and hold it here for 3 breaths. Now with your left foot, bring it all the way forward. Now your right foot, you bring in slightly, ground that foot down to the floor, and bring it up into warrior 1. So you want to make sure, so that foot, if you're finding it hard to balance, take it out to the side a little bit. It should be to 45 degrees. Your hips are pointing towards the front. Nice and still. And then bring it up. Nice. Take it down, bringing the arms. We're going to slowly turn it out into warrior two. So from here, again, focus that knee, not dropping inwards. That knee is pointing out over the toes. Extend, lengthen. Shoulders rotate. Make sure that right hip is coming out. So we're trying to open out through the hips. Now, arm behind. Take it back. Breathing in. Take it down. Take the feet together now. Feet together. And then bring those arms up into a chair. So imagine you've got your sitting bone, little tail, and you're going to tuck it under. Hold it here. Bring the arms, shoulders. Now we're going to go into what we call a seated twist. So we're going to rotate it around. If this feels too much, you can just use the arm and the hand in the lower back. So with your knees, you want to make sure that they're both stay in line. Take it down. Now if that feels okay, your top hand, form a fist, put it into the palm of that hand. Shoulders rotate, lift a little bit. And then if you can, you're going to lift up. Take it down. Drop the arms down. And back into a chair. Nice. Down. Onto the other side. Again, form that fist if we can. Look at the knees. Breathing it in, into a nice Uttanasana. Bringing it up into a chair again. Holding it there. 4, 3. This is our nice fierce pose. 3, 2, 1. Bringing it up. Take it down. Arms up. Shining forward. Just wiggle the toes if we need. Breathing in. And then we're going to swan dive down towards the floor. Place the hands. Take the right leg and then the left leg back. We're going to go through a nice little vinyasa. So if you want to, keep the knees down. It's absolutely fine. And then breathe in. And again, lift the hips up. And then take the right leg up, bend and open. Try and look under your right arm. And then bring that knee to nose. 4, and up. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, bringing it all the way forward. Keep that back heel off the floor, coming up into a high lunge. If that is too much, you can always drop that back knee down. Now, from here, we're going to bring the arms down, come up, extend through that back leg. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Breathe in. Now we're going to bring that back knee in slightly into warrior 1. Hips to the front. And then turn into warrior two. Looking at the hips, shoulders, arm, if you can, get it round. Breathing it in, take it back through a vinyasa if you want. Now your left leg, lift up, bend, and open the underneath that left arm. And then bring it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it all the way forward. And if you can't get it all the way through, just help it a little bit. So we're going into a high lunge. So that back foot, the heel is off, coming up. So again, work on the stability, ground through the feet. Oh, I've just got a little, excuse me. Now, bring it up. Nice. 2. And 1. Yeah, bring the arms. Bring the back leg. Hips to the front. And turn. Make sure, so you might want to take the legs out a little bit wider. Roll. Extend through the fingers. Arm around to the back. Breathe in and out. Stretch back. A little vinyasa if you want. Or just meet us back into downward dog. It's all optional. Now take the foot to the outside of the hands. Take it down. So this is a beautiful little stretch for the inner thighs. And it doesn't matter if you can't, you can hold it here. If you want to, you can place a block or a little bit of cushion underneath your heels. If the heels won't go down, that's fine too. Chest up, shine that heart forward. Now take the hands, take it down, breathing it in, bring the feet in. Bring it up. Arms, twisted chair again. Take it down. Take it down. Arms, extend back. Nice little vinyasa. Remember, if you don't want to, meet us back into downward dog or onto child's pose. Then and up. And then taking it 3 and up. 2, 1. All the way through. Up into a high lunge, holding it here. Extend, small little extension of the back, grounding through the feet. Extend, hold. Bring in the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, turn. Shoulders, hips, arm, reverse. Take it back. Stay in a downward dog, child's pose. Or a vinyasa. Whatever you want to do. With your left. Underneath the arm. And 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way through. Holding it there. Ground, stabilize your feet. Remember, if you need to, drop that back knee. It's absolutely fine. Hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, turning it out. Extend that knee, hips, breathe in. We've got one more vinyasa and then we're going to take ourselves down. Breathing it in, stretching it back. Child's pose, downward dog, or your last vinyasa today. Breathing the body weight forward. Take the knees down. Knees as wide as your mat if you can. So we're opening out through the hips. We're stretching through the back. Now, take the big toes together and stretch it back. Walk the hands forward. Now from here, we're going to bring it forward. Bring the knees in just slightly. It's called puppy dog pose. So the bottom is coming up and we're trying to stretch out through the chest. So you're trying to get that chest down towards the floor. Lovely stretch for the shoulders. Breathing it in, bringing it up nice and slowly. Now turn yourself around. Again, cross the feet, shoulders. We're going to do that seated twist again that we did at the beginning. Take one arm, other arm, and we're just going to hold it there. And to the other side. Extend, lengthen through that spine, continuing to lengthen. Lift that, imagine you're being pulled up by a beautiful piece of string. Breathing it in. Now bring yourselves round lengthways along your mat. Now, as always, you've got adaptations. So toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Now you can keep the feet down. You can just lift one knee, that's fine. Or we're going to bring both knees. So if you want to rest, lay on your back, bring your knees into your chest, then you do so. It's your practice. So you're going to breathe in, one or both. Just trying to get your knees as close as you can into a nice little boat. Now, see if you can extend the legs. We're going to hold. And bring it down. Keep those knees in. So we're not taking it away, we're keeping it, tucking it in. Tilting that sit bone and extend. 4, 3, keep the legs bent if you want. 2, and 1, breathing in. We'll put it one more time and then we're going to lay down. Breathing in. Bring the feet and lowering it down. Bring the knees in. Take one knee, extend away. And the other knee. Bring the knees in. And if you want to, you can either take your hands to the inside of the legs, what we call happy baby, and just rock from side to side, or you can take your hands, hook them around your big toes. Now you can either extend one leg, you can extend the other leg, or you can extend them both. Whatever you want to do. You can just lay like this. Take it down. Bring your arms into a little cactus pose. Take the knees over to one side. So easier is your knees slightly further away from the body, and slightly harder is your knees slightly higher. And then turn that head, if you can, into the opposite direction. Breathing in and turn to the other side. Breathing it in. Take your hands to the side. Now from here you have a choice. You can either keep your feet, you can turn them out, or you can extend your legs away. If you're feeling in the lower back, you're at home. Take a pillow underneath the knees just to give the hamstrings a bit of support and to help that lower back. And we're into Shavasana. So from here, you stay where you are. So all I want you to do, I want you to imagine. You breathe in and breathe out. I want you to feel the energy coming up from the toes. Coming up all the way through the calves. Feel it coming up from the knees. Up to the thighs. Feel that body relaxing. To the thighs, to the glutes. Coming up all through the tummy, the intestines. To the chest. The shoulders. Now it's going to go down your arms to your fingers. Your fingers relax. The head, the neck, and the shoulders. So just allow that whole body to relax. If you can hear things around you, listen, but just listen to your breath. Conscious breathing, breathing in, and relax. And then when you're ready, give the fingers a little wiggle. Flutter the eyes and bring yourself up and over onto one side. So take your time and bring yourselves up into a seated Sukhasana position. Well, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you're feeling good. So have a lovely day, whatever you're doing today. Breathing it in, bring the hands together, bring the arms from me to you. Thank you and take care. Namaste. Have a lovely day. Take it easy, and I will see you all. Well, we have boot camp tomorrow, so we will see you all very soon. See you later. Bye.